All right, we're back. Now we're up against number 6 ranked Notre Dame. I haven't looked at his roster or anything. We're going in here blind. Changed up some playbooks. So yeah, let's see. Let me see if I learned something. Or is it too far gone? Oh, this should be a tight game. Somewhat, we gotta make sure that we don't get blown out. I was about to see if I can go back. I couldn't even go back to see if he was trying to see what color jerseys I'm wearing or whatnot. Oh man, that's fun. Let's have some fun. Let me even move my mic up closer.
Welcome everyone to the house that Rodney built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. A late season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't wear white. Oh, we get ball first. I don't like that.
Lining up to kick off and get this one started.
I kind of want to start off on defense. We'll take it. We'll take the short field.
And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, the running back has it.
Get that to that outside.
He has enough for the first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made.
They still wouldn't show me the other guys.
You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
Yeah,
He
just
took a
get rid of
hit
it.
as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Ali.
Nah,
He makes the connection, and he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup.
Okay, I'm
on
glad they
that one.
showed the replay.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football, and making sure I was in bounds.
Picked
This
up some
wasn't
yardage
what I
with
was
that
looking
completion.
for.
Now second down. The hand to the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll put the tight end in motion. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short.
Nah.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The give to the back.
We'll take it.
You want to make sure to
It's not in
maximize those types
formation
of
we
runs, and he
wanted to
gets
be
it out to the
in.
41.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Power football with the run. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They'll leave it with him. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Good way to.
He's got it, and they convert. And he'll be
I was
taken
waiting on
down,
something
but he
else.
does
I
have
thinking
enough
it was
for the first
going.
down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking for a man. It's Ali. Coming after him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. The give to the tailback.
Oh, what a run. That was a good run.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Powers through the defender. Still looking, on the move.
Yeah, drop
He
that.
was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, we came into this game knowing that this guy can break tackles. He is a mobile quarterback. It's going to be tough for this defense to get him on the ground. I love the athleticism. I love his ability to extend the play. You just got to be able to finish it with a completion.
Handoff to the lone
Good
back.
stuff. That was a good run.
Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw.
Oh, come on.
And he intercepts it. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. The give from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different
All right, we
ways.
still got
and they
time to
do
get it back.
So quick, so explosive.
Oh.
They can put small drives together, big drives together.
I
They
know.
really had
And
a
then that
great
doggone
year,
penalty,
and that's why they're a
man.
top
Shot me
10
in the foot.
offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That's 2
That's
penalties.
taking advantage of a golden opportunity.
One on
set
offense,
up
one
with
on
great field
defense.
Position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown.
Both of them took away scoring position.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Love the play call by the offensive coordinator here. They're attacking this defense in a lot of different ways. That time going with the jet sweep to get the first down.
First down for this offense.
All right, let's just take it a little slow. But let's stay ahead. All right, what we got?
They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry up.
No.
On the ground with the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I should have called the timeout.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on
you
3rd down.
can't
They
let
hit
the
the
crowd
quarterback and force the
dictate.
incompletion.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Crowd dictating.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
To throw, it's Ali.
Oh, come on,
He
let me
tried
get
to set up
that.
the screen, and he's lucky to get that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always
Come
a reason why
on.
these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he
No
was
fumble.
hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it
No
falls to
fumble.
the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just
That's
on the
nice
same
little
page with
punt.
his target.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
That was great block.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the back. Shakes off the tackler. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. DB's right up on the receivers. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Still on his feet at the 45.
I don't know what I was thinking there. I
And he
should
was
have threw that
trying
one
to
away.
chart a course
That
on
was
that pick
dumb.
for a pick 6, but he'll
That
be
was
stopped
dumb by
at
me.
the 31.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try it over the left side.
That's my fault,
And he's
defense,
knocked
man.
down, but there's
I'll keep
also
putting y'all in
laundry
bad
on the
spots.
field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Little touch pass
Man,
to the
what was
receiver.
that?
The expressway is
Hey.
wide open.
He just pushed me
Finally run out of
back.
bounds, but he has
Alright.
this offense rolling with a 1st down.
He just moved me right back
Way to
in
get the ball
there.
on the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Hands it off.
Go ahead, push him
Just
back.
trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Looking to pass. It's Ali. He got it.
Yes,
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal.
Oh, it's
And
getting
he takes
ugly.
it to the house.
It's getting ugly.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Not really. We still got a chance. We just got to score this
Faith in
drive.
this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 21 to Penn State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go
Come
back to what...
And the
on.
pass hits, picked
What is he
off.
still doing there?
Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else
I'm
is
shooting
manning up.
myself.
Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
They'll run it from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Rides to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
6-9-1, Gators far.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Back to pass, it's Ali. They're trying to get to it.
Oh, come on.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Ahead.
Good stuff.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here.
I'm trying to figure out a way to get my dog on one receiver in the game.
Touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. Plus
That
6,
ain't been happening.
plus 6. Let's go.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
All right, you get that ball at
A
half.
very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone.
I keep shooting myself in the foot.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hendricks. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
What's on those wobblers?
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He finds his man, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense
That's what I was forgetting about. I got it.
Throughout the week.
He in the slot also.
They're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Headed for the corner on the jet sweep. And he could not get loose on the run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hendricks. He'll be brought down, and that's the final
we got
play of
something
the
to
half.
improve on.
That's
We
gonna
see
wrap
it.
up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half.
All right. Let's make him go some with the length of the field.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he winds up right where he would have on the
All right,
touchback.
come on,
Goes out
let's
of
go
bounds at
defense.
the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Give to the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Ali. Steps away to find some room. And with not much doing downfield,
We'll take that as a win.
Parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington.
325.
They'll run the option. Got enough for the first. Can anyone catch him? He will step out of bounds, but not before the
Great
big
run.
pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
The give to the single back. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Right back to the well. Breaks the tackle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it and still on his feet.
Good throw,
He steps
especially
out
with the
of
high
bounds, but not
point.
before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Washington right back to the line. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water, gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you
can get us
smell it, a
another
lot of
stop.
bodies in front of you. Just get up,
Another
get over
stop
top
put
of
us
them,
back in the
get that
game, wouldn't
touchdown.
it? 2 stops.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their
And we
field
can
position.
tie.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own.
That boy running that
And it gets
thing.
a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Back to the ground with the running back. Wrestled to the ground
Yeah, that's
after
fine.
picking up the 1st down.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Back to pass, it's Ali.
He's supposed to drop that.
Got his man quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Black 24. Black 24. Hey, Cam. Check.
Oh, I thought it was play action.
Right back to the well.
I just knew it was play
And
action.
they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They'll give it to the back.
He driving.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Easy.
I just reckon you put on true clock.
Give
And
to
they
the
just
running back.
do it like that.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Scanning the field, it's Ali.
It's
He looks that one in nicely. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
All right, let's stop
Someone
the
moved
clock.
a little early, and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Ali. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense
As
is
you
expecting them
heard.
to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the 1st without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that. And here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Try to barge their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide out in motion.
Why were you pushing me,
man?
man?
Carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown.
Yeah, it would have been different if we ain't turned the ball over so deep in our territory so many
And let's
times.
check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over Iowa. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Try and play action. Quickly complete.
Hey, that's fine. Let's get something out of
They'll
here.
need 5 more on 3rd down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Here's the
Oh,
snap,
come
looking to
on.
throw. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the
I know he ain't trying to do it, but I'll take it.
45 on his way. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. He's going to pass.
I did not see that.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. The short hands. It's Hendricks. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Let's see. Can I catch him?
Now facing a 3rd and long.
He's just too slow.
And the defense was
He's
ready
just
when
too
the wide
slow.
receiver got the ball.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, they'll pass.
Come on.
Fires to the wideout.
Come
And it's
on.
incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Listen, with the aggressiveness
That
of
was just
offenses,
terrible.
taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this
That was
defense is
just
going to have to come
terrible.
through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll run it
That
to
was
keep this
just
clock
terrible.
grinding. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to
Alright,
get a
it's time
stop.
to
And if
retire
it's
that
bringing more
quarterback.
bodies
He can
in, bringing more
leave.
beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football
He
in this
ain't throwing
situation.
it.
Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield.
Dog on
He
the
gets
corner
the
had to
carry.
come all the way
He
from the
goes
other
down at the
side.
47 after a 5-yard pickup.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
Stop
They
it.
want to run it left here.
The whole defensive
A
lineman
most
turned
efficient
around.
pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Ali. Getting some heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Bring in our new
The Irish
starter.
send out the punt unit. And the coverage team will get to it. And just inside the 30. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to...
Come
Working deep down the
on,
right side.
Houseway.
And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hendricks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just
Oh,
haven't
no,
been in a
probably
rhythm.
should've let
They
15
haven't
start
got
from the
it
jump.
going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Oh, you got to catch those.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoots out of bounds.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Motion from the offense. Jones wants to throw it.
Oh, whoa. What is that?
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in
giving
coverage.
him some
They've been breaking
praise.
on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Off play action. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He's looking to pass. Going for 6.
I just had to make up my mind, and the other guy was taken. Good stuff.
Past the 50. The 30. He's at the 10.
Defense go more than my offense.
Touchdown, Irish. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases
found
of the
something that
game.
worked, and he
Offense,
stuck with it.
defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I punted. After I punted, what happened? Just score, huh? Yeah, I just gave up too much. Third and 2, give up a pass for 15 yards. Oh, that was me. You just had... Alright, let's see where I messed up at. Yeah, that right there hurt me. But you know what? I should have just threw it to the number 1 receiver. Okay. Alright. And then I fell in love with the pass too. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop doing that. Alright. Until we find something else to play. Until next time, folks. We out here.